Hi everyone, my name is Sofia Rose Bernardi and I am a neuro-linguistic programming practitioner, speaker and life coach. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you how you can heal your heart and consciously create a life that you love. Before we get into today's video, I'll quickly share with you a little bit about me and my story so you know why I'm so passionate about this and you know that I can help you. So I haven't always been this vibrant, happy and energetic. Many years ago, I struggled with a lot of family problems regarding addiction in my family, and it resulted in me having to move overseas very unexpectedly, and I started my life again at age 16. I had to meet new friends, grow up in a different culture, I couldn't speak the language. It was a very dark period of my life, suddenly moving so far from my family and friends. It was challenging to say the least. Fast forward many years of pain and suffering, of not believing I was good enough or worthy. I finally finished school after almost quitting multiple times, and I decided to move back to Australia. I thought that things would start to get better now that I was back home where I felt that I belonged, but I realized that my problems came with me, because what I realized in the end was that it was my lack of self-worth and belief in myself that was really holding me back, not the circumstances. So I had all of these limitations in my mind, like I will never be successful, or I'm not worthy of love, and I'm not good enough. And these stories in my mind caused so many problems. It resulted in me losing the last thing I felt like I had in my life, which was a relationship with my partner. So our relationship ended and I felt like my life ended. I really felt like I had nothing left. You know, I was living with my grandparents, I was in a casual job that I didn't enjoy, I felt so alone, I felt like all of my friends knew exactly what they were doing and I was the odd one out. This left me feeling really isolated from the world, and I was starting to lack a lot of purpose and reason for being here. After a year or so of going through this breakup, crying myself to sleep every night and just feeling so lost and alone, I decided enough was enough. I couldn't keep living every single day in pain and not having any purpose here. So I decided to do something very different, and that was to invest in myself. So I bought a whole bunch of books, I invested in a life coach, and boy did my life start to change. I realized that all these things I had been telling myself weren't true. They were just stories in my head that I was conditioned to believe, and they ruled my life. And when I learned that they could be changed by simple yet powerful processes, I realized that there was hope for me, and I started to get results pretty quickly. This has resulted in me saving over $100,000. I've run a marathon and multiple half marathons. I've started my own life coaching business from Australia. I help men and women all over the world. I've traveled many countries. I'm in a beautiful and passionate, fulfilling relationship now. I get to speak in front of hundreds of people, and I've invested over $50,000 in my personal development journey so that I can continue to help people like you every single day. All of this collectively has come from investing in myself that very first time with my first life coach. I learned that change doesn't need to take years and years of hard work and suffering. And I found it so fascinating that I was so stuck and alone and lost for so many years until I learned some pretty powerful mindset skills, and then suddenly my whole world looked differently, and suddenly it was different. I was getting results left, right and center, and I found this very fascinating. So I decided to become an NLP practitioner, and now I help men and women do the same, which is to improve their life. And I realized that there are a few fundamental things that need to happen in order for you to create a life that you love. And from my experience and from my knowledge, I'm gonna share with you how I do this. The first part to creating a life that you love is you have to go through a healing journey. And I call this healing your heart, because at the end of the day, the quality of our life is the quality of our emotions. So you can have all the money and fame and success in the world, but if your consistent emotions are frustrated and pissed off, then it doesn't matter how much money or fame you have, your life is frustrated and pissed off. Whereas if your consistent emotions are gratitude and love, then regardless of what you have in your life externally, if they're the emotions you feel, that is the quality of your life. So I found very quickly that the power of your emotions and your beliefs are everything. So to begin to heal your heart, I like to take my clients through 3 steps. The first step is forgiveness. Forgiveness of yourself and others. You see, it's so easy to blame people around us for why our life is currently the way it is. I know I did this for many years, and this is why I felt so stuck and so alone. And I was unable to change because all of my power was given to other people, the people I was blaming, right? So it's this person's fault, it's this person's fault, it was everyone else's fault except for mine, right? And how difficult is it to change when it's not your fault, right? You're waiting for other people to make the change for you, but that unfortunately doesn't always happen. So first we need to forgive others, and we need to forgive ourselves. Usually, and if you're watching this video and you find it interesting, you've probably been really hard on yourself. You've probably said some pretty nasty things, just like I did with myself, and you've probably treated yourself quite horribly in ways that you wouldn't treat your friends and family. Am I correct? I know I did this for many years. I was so hard on myself. I never celebrated any of my wins or successes. Nothing was ever good enough. I would look in the mirror and speak so horribly to myself, so horrible and I would never speak that way to a friend or a family member. So forgiveness is crucial when it comes to healing your heart. The next step I take my clients on is emotional healing. So it's clearing out the negative emotions that have been holding us back for way too long. These emotions usually arise at the very early ages of our childhood, before the age of 7. And when we make certain decisions when we first experience those emotions, that stays on with us in our journey until we release it and heal it properly. So if you feel like you get agitated, like really angry quite easily, or maybe you feel really sad really easily, or guilty, right? Or really hurt, it's just built up stored emotions in your body that haven't been released from the past. And until they're cleared out, it will continue to affect your life in multiple ways. And the third step I like to take people through when it comes to healing their heart is the limiting beliefs. So these are the stories that are going on in your head that are not serving you. They're limiting you. So these can be stories like, I'm not good enough, I'm too fat, I'm too skinny, I'm not smart enough, I'll never be successful, there's something wrong with me, everyone's better than me, life sucks, life is hard. All of these stories that don't serve a positive purpose limit us, and it causes so many problems. Think about this for a second. If I believed that I will never be successful, do you think I would try and become successful? Probably not, because I didn't believe I was capable of being successful. So why would I try? So when we have a really strong limiting belief, even though we have lots of potential, you have a lot of potential and so do I, but if we believe that we don't have the potential, we take very little action. And with very little action, we get very little results, which reaffirms our belief that, we'll never be successful. And that keeps playing in a loop. So it's pretty important to clear out these limiting beliefs, which I do through a really special process, accessing your subconscious mind to make sure that it's gone for good. So they're the 3 steps I take my clients through to heal their heart. So once we've healed, we're able to consciously create a life that you love. And we do this through 3 steps as well. So the first step is, now that all of the negative, limiting beliefs and negative emotion and blame towards others are gone, we have clear headspace to create a vision of a life that we want. A powerful vision with a bright future. It becomes effortless to create this vision, and you know exactly what you want because you don't have all the negative stories holding you back. Okay, so once we've created that vision, then we can create some goals, okay? So we can start to create a plan consciously. And you might be thinking, I've set goals in the past and it doesn't work. Yes, it didn't work because you hadn't done the healing, right? So when all of the healing is done, consciously creating a life that you love becomes so much more effortless because you have empowering stories backing you, which makes you take more action, which makes you get better, more effective results. So we create some powerful goals, and I have a 5-step proven method to do this that I get my clients to do, and they always get the results when they follow through. So once you've created the goals and you have a clear plan of exactly what to do every single day to get to where you want to be, the last step is simply execution. So it's executing on all of your goals to get you to where you want to be. And it's that simple. So it's all about healing your heart and then consciously creating that life you want, and that equals a life that you love. And you might be thinking now, okay, great, Sophia, I understand how you consciously create a life you love. You heal your heart and then you start consciously creating. But how do I do all of that? And that is a very good question. So I got asked this a lot when I suddenly was looking and feeling so much better and I was getting results all around me. People started to ask me, Sophia, how have you done this? So I created an online group coaching program with myself, run by me, where I teach you and get you to do every single step in depth. I do the whole process with you so that you can go through this entire process and come out the other end with a healed heart, consciously creating a life that you love. So this program is called Reset and Rise. We're gonna do the resetting in part 1, which takes 3 weeks. And then in part 2, which is another 3 weeks, we start rising above our current standards, rising above the life we currently have. We just keep rising and conquering the life that you deserve and desire. So it's a 6-week program with me every single week for 6 weeks in a row. Every single Monday morning, we're going to be diving really deep on each section, and I'm going to be with you every single step of the way. Included in this program is a one-on-one session with me because I believe it is so important for me to connect with my clients one-on-one as well as a group setting. You form such a strong relationship with all of the women in the program. Yes, it is an all ladies program, and you get access to an exclusive Facebook group where you are a part of for life, where you can share any questions, all of your wins and your achievements and any feedback, so everyone can support you and I can answer any of your questions as well. You get invited to a private messenger chat so we can all communicate throughout the entire program and support each other even more. You also receive a workbook every single week to take you on this journey so that all of the work is done for you. You simply just write in your own answers as I'm speaking. And this process collectively transforms your life. We go through really powerful processes, tapping into your subconscious mind to ensure that we clear out everything that's holding you back so that you can truly move forwards. This program is absolutely everything you need to create this life that you have been visioning in the back of your head and you haven't known how to get there. It absolutely can come true when you do the work. I have invested so much money, time and energy into myself so that I am able to give you so much value. There is so much value packed into this program, and it's my little baby. I'm so proud of it, and I know it's going to change so many more lives than it already has. I have created Reset and Rise as a group coaching program so that it is more affordable for you, as to work one-on-one is a lot more of an investment, but you get all of the value in this setting because it's in a group platform. And this also allows you to connect with women all around the world. You know, in my last round of the program, we had women from the Philippines, Denmark, Spain, Australia, New Zealand, Canada, America, Africa. We had women from everywhere. It was incredible. And I am inviting you to join the next round of Reset and Rise. Now, this program is extremely special to me, so not everyone can join as I only have a limited amount of spots so that I can really dive deep with my clients, and it tends to sell out quite quickly. So if you are committed, you have to be 100% committed to change, to growth, and to transformation, to consciously create a life that you love, then I would love to hear from you. I'm giving you an opportunity to book in a 30-minute free discovery call with me to see if this program is the right fit for you. Like I said, there's only a limited amount of spots and we already have people signing up. So if you would like to partake in the next round of Reset and Rise, then book a 30-minute free call with me. In this call, we're going to dive deep on where you are now and where you want to be to see if this is the right fit for you. I would love to have you on this journey, especially if you're still watching this now. It already shows me the level of commitment and love and dedication that is within you, and I want to hear from people like you. So, if you're ready to reset and rise, I would love to hear from you ASAP. Book a call with me now and I'll speak to you soon. Bye guys.